Alright, hello guys. It is Tuesday. Vault day. Starting off with my priest. And last week I said that I had been making a mistake and opening it in the wrong spec. And only had one key on the priest, but we lucked out. Mythic carved Blazicon Wax. That is one of the preferred ones for this priest. So already off to a good start. Oh my goodness, my mouse is clicking far more times than I want it to. It's getting worse. Alright, so that's the priest. Mage also only had one mid-track door, so we'll see if I luck out. I didn't even do enough things on the mage to get a token should I not luck out. So priest to mage was the full-on gamble. Fire mage I still suck at. I just don't know how to play fire mage, even though I guess I should. I don't know how to play fire mage in PvP or fire mage. But we're 663. One door opening in fire spec. Don't have to worry about the spec because only one thing. Got Mythtrack hands, so we will take that because we do have crafted, so those ones will eventually get higher than these. So that works out. We do take those. Plus has a skin I don't have, so that's a win. Alright, now going through my tanks. We'll go with the monk next. Monk has 3 doors and I cleared heroic. Actually one of my first ults to get into the raid. All my other ults only have been doing keys besides the Demon Hunter. I guess this last week my Paladin did get 2 bosses in Mythic. But for the monk, what we are looking for on the monk is this loads. Alright, so for the monk, what we're hoping for, I need a helm, chest, gloves. Those would all be great because I already have Mythtrack pants and these ones are PvP items, minus the chest that I got last week from the heroic raid. We are in Brewmaster. The reason we're opening Brewmaster is because I can still use Tome of Light's Devotion for the monk. Weapon I don't really need because there's no crit verse weapon, but a Mythtrack weapon would be nice. Alright, so right off the bat we had 2 of the items that we had asked for. So, shoulders are hero for me, and gloves are champion. Gloves, shoulders, belt, and boots are all the same stat distribution values, so they got the same amount of stats. As you can see, 35-26 for agility, 35-26. But that part doesn't matter. Biggest investment for me is going to be the hands because I already have Mythtrack shoulders, so we will go with the hands. And then it was a crit verse cloak, which that's proper stats for Brewmaster. I already have a Mythtrack or Mythcrafted cloak. I'd only be getting a small item level gain. This one's going to be more bang for my buck. But I got the very rare. Is that the very rare? I think that's. Is that the Mugsy loot? Yeah, I could have picked up the Mugsy very rare one-hand weapon. I would have to have another one-hand in the inventory, which I don't believe I have. Well, I guess I do have a hero one. But gloves are gonna be the best bang for my buck. Could have also gone with the hero helm, but obviously myth track over here.
Nice.
Almost every time. We'll grab those, save that to my tank. Port my goodies to the guild. Alright. So, next one we'll go ahead and open up will be the Demon Hunter. Previously my main, now actually kind of falling behind, behind my Paladins. Again, every one of my vaults from this point on, all 3 doors at least, and the dungeon slots for Mythic, or for dungeons, for myth items. My Monk and my Demon Hunter are the only characters that don't have resilient 12 keys. So I got a lot of work to do on them. Alright, so for the Demon Hunter, we are opening in Vengeance loot spec. Same thing, I could still use a Tome of Life's Devotion. As far as other items, we want a helm and a chest, which we are getting none. Crit Mastery, I already have Crit Mastery Avoidance for a belt. Boots, I have crafted Myth Track boots. A trinket, I already have 2 Myth Track trinkets. What do boots catalyze to for Demon Hunter? Go take a look at that. So Demon Hunter, boots, Crit Mastery. Alright, so Crit Mastery are the stats for DPS. Crit Haste are your main stats for Vengeance. These are crafted, but I don't have any no embellishment on it, so that's totally fine. And I can get a Crit Mastery boot with Leech, or I can keep it Haste first. Haste is really good for Demon Hunter. Versus, I mean, Verse helps, but we don't need that much of it. It's not like Shadowlands where we're running Haste first for the first season, at least. So we will go with the boots. It will give me 3 item levels on my boots, and I can catalyze those other things should I choose, which I probably will, just because I'll go for both specs, and my crit and whatnot won't be the worst thing for me to have. The Demon Hunter, the Haste, the Mastery, won't be the worst thing for Hunter, but we take those. Alright, so we're batting 4 for 4, right? Yeah. Go to the Warrior next. So for the Warrior, I do have a Myth Track weapon. I do remember having that. I need a Myth Track shield. Out of all 4 of my shield tanks that I play, only one of them has received a Myth Track shield. So hopefully I get a hopefully we get a Myth Track shield. Alright, so boot specialization, protection. Didn't mean to talk to you, mister. We're 680. We're hoping for that shield. We did not get a shield. So we have shoulders, but I already have Myth Track shoulders. We have wrists with Verse and Mastery and Speed. I do have my embellishment there, but I could move my embellishment somewhere else. Which, I guess it could temporarily go to the belt. Or Kujo's Flame, which Kujo's Flame is bad all around. I would only ever take that for a Well, to save crest. That'd be the only reason I would ever take that. But while we are still deciding, let's see what risks catalyze to for. Alright, verse mastery. It's verse mastery for catalyzing risks. And I believe those risks in the vault were verse mastery. Oh my goodness. So, if I take these, it's first mastery speed. My helm has speed, and my pants have speed. I could recraft my embellishment to my shield. Because we're going to be getting the other belt at the .7 patch. I can't put it on my neck. Or a ring. I already have a Mythtrack cloak. Well, I mean, I think we're going fast on the warrior. I do believe that is... My warrior is speed. That is ridiculous. Or forget. We'll pick that one up. Alright. For the paladins. Open up 2B as tradition for allies that we open up first. The warrior I was just on has resilient 12. 2B, one of my pallies has resilient 12, and Rail, my other pally, has resilient 12. Main pally, we actually got to resilient 13. Again, I've been real bad at recording for the other channel. Hopefully I'll start recording more consistently. Oh, for the paladin, I already have Mythtrack weapons, so I can open up in protection loot spec. We are already in protection loot spec. Alright, so what we have here, the failure to communicate. Alright, so I need a mythic shield. I already have a mythic two-hand weapon. We have both the Rail Rider's Bisector and then the Tearing Sawtooth Blade. Both are crit haste, which are preferred stats for Paladin. Crit haste, haste mastery. The Tearing Sawtooth Blade is balance stats more so. And then the Rail Riders is more towards haste. Yeah, because I don't really like my other one. I'm pretty sure Wowhead has Rail Riders as the preferred one-hand weapon. Just because I'm curious, let's see how many Alright, so the Sawtooth is 6.8% representation at 19, max key at 19, and then the Bisector is 9.1. So it really doesn't matter, they're basically the same. I don't know, because they're the same, I think I might actually just go with the Sawtooth just so I can get the skin. I don't really need the belt, the wrist right now, or the gloves right now, because I already have gloves and I can just catalyze them after the season ends with the skin. So yeah, we will go with that, just to literally get the skin. Even though the other one probably would be better, because haste is always good. Yeah.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Transmog increases your DPS at least 10,000, am I right? Alright. That, gotta grab it on the other characters. Alright. Rail, my second paladin. Already have a mythic one-hand weapon and mythic shield. I'm pretty sure I already have a Mythtrack Tome of Light's Devotion as well, so that means that I could open it up in DPS spec or Holy. I'll probably do DPS just because that will be much easier to flex into a key than kind of jump into Holy. If I had gotten my weapons, my sword, shield, and weapons all way earlier in the season, I would not mind opening up there, but because we have Mythtrack Tome of Light's Devotion, Mythtrack Signet, and we get the sword shield, we will open up in Retribution. We are in Retribution. Things we're hoping for? Looks like wrist. I mean, we need a neck. Helm. Neck and helm would have been big. Alright, so we got Crit Mastery legs, which I already have Mythtrack legs, don't need. We have a mythic big red button, which I don't think anyone's really... No one's using that by choice. I don't actually think that's a very good trinket. And a Sigil of Agari Coordinates. But let's just take a look at the Retribution trinkets. This is Archon that I'm looking at on my other monitor. The top 10 trinkets do not feature any of those trinkets. Let me swap over to Holy. Looking at the gear again. Trinkets. Top 10 trinkets. There is a Algari Coordinates. But the Signet is also there. And Mr. Pick Me Up. So I don't need any of these. I already have 6 tokens here. Yeah, I don't need any of those. We go with the tokens. And for the tokens, I could go helm, bracers, and belt for a socket. Out of the items I currently have, for helm, bracers, and belt, really only the bracers would be viable just because that's where my embellishment currently is. Or I could go with a spark. Half spark. We'll see what I end up spending that on later. Week 12, one socket so far. That's still a very, very good week. Alright, Pally Man, my main Pally. One with the Resilient 13 key. This Paladin's 480. I have a mythic one hand, wrong stats, no shield. Have both my trinkets. So we're still opening up in Prospect. We're still wanting a shield. As far as my other items that I could get, we are looking for a neck. So really it's just wherever our crafted pieces are. What we're looking for is a ring. A ring would be great. Ring would be amazing. Ring, neck, cloak, and boots. And a shield. And I am opening this one in Rot Spec. That is not the ring I wanted. Not the boots I wanted. First mastery. Legs are haste first, but I already have myth trek legs. The ring is the wrong ring. I could get mythic here, but again, I don't need it because I've got mythic gloves there. Actually, I don't need to run out. Alter ego, click on 2B because I remember she has the tier gloves or tier feet. Crit mastery. High mastery. Then crit. Alright, so the thing I'm gonna be doing with this paladin, I will be trading out my crit haste crafted boots for the myth track. Alright, we'll be trading my myth track boot or myth track crafted boots for myth track crafted or for myth track boots that I catalyze. That will be my best choice here. I could take the ring. The ring would make it to where I would do that, but I think I'm just gonna use a spark in place of the ring. And then those will both be 481. So grab this. Report the luck to the guild. I really hate how frequently my mouse double clicking kind of becoming a problem. Weekly for
what is your command?
Dungeons is the meadery. That's easy.
Begin speaking.
World awaits. Was this world quest? World quest.
Productive.
Arena calls. Skirmishes.
We cannot hide from evil.
World soul. I'm not gonna do world boss, so I guess we'll do whatever this is. Undermine.
Be strong, my friend.
Oh, that's real easy. Hold a drift. Pick some cans. Take a look over here before I end the video what the weekly is over here. Alright, Isle of Dorn, Sparks of War. Easy.
Returning to task.
Preserving Arenas. I think that's the rated?
Be free of danger.
Yeah. Rated rated arenas and then skirmishes.
Be safe.
Alright, I mean, I guess those two kind of pair up if you're to do honor and arenas and skirmishes one. Well, guys, those are my vaults. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the thought process I did while I was making those choices. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.